Well, we now turn our focus to Pakistan's crumbling diplomatic landscape, where official channels seem stagnant and a father-son duo steps up to fill the void. As per reports, Pakistan's foreign relations are in visible disarray. Reportedly, its diplomatic engagements with key global players have dwindled, leaving Islamabad grappling with diminishing influence at this point of time. Now, China, a country often hailed as Pakistan's iron brother, but is that bond as strong as what it seems? Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has made only a single trip to China since assuming office. That's 11 months ago. The Chinese Premier's visit to Pakistan after 11 long years was not even a stand-alone event. It was combined with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's heads of government meeting in Islamabad. Meanwhile, security issues surrounding the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or CPEC that continues to strain ties between Pakistan and China. Baloch insurgents continuously target CPEC projects, forcing Beijing to demand stronger security guarantees from Pakistan. This tension cast a long shadow over what was once portrayed as an unshakable partnership between the two countries. On the other side of the diplomatic aisle, ties with the United States are equally lackluster. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi recently visited Washington, D.C. However, instead of strengthening ties, his trip rather turned into a diplomatic blunder. Naqvi ended up at an event sponsored by an anti-China organization, an embarrassment that forced Pakistan's Foreign Office to issue a public reaffirmation of its commitment to the One China policy. If that wasn't bad enough, US senators he met later tweeted messages demanding the release of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, for a country desperate to mend ties, this was nothing short of a fiasco. Adding to the diplomatic void, Pakistan's current Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar is yet to establish formal contact with the new US administration. Ishaq Dar's attempts to engage, like his unreciprocated letter to US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, have gone unanswered. Even the customary congratulatory message from Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to the recently elected US President Donald Trump seems to have been ignored. No phone calls, no official meetings, just radio silence. And amid this diplomatic drought, two faces in Pakistan are stepping in. We are talking about President Asif Ali Zardari and his son, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. They both appear to have the onus to reignite crucial foreign ties. Zardari is heading to China on a 5-day state visit, according to Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And his discussions will cover everything from economic and trade cooperation to counter-terrorism strategies and also future connectivity projects under the CPEC framework. But this is not Zardari's first visit to China. His ties with Beijing run deep. During his presidency from 2008 to 2013, he paid a visit to China at least 7 times, strengthening economic partnerships and advancing CPEC initiatives. The Chinese Communist Party and Pakistan's People's Party maintained regular high-level exchanges. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari is in the United States. As per reports, he is scheduled to attend the National Prayer Breakfast, an event where he will share the room with US President Donald Trump. Bilawal's experience with US diplomacy is not new, as just over a year ago, he was the last to engage directly with the US administration, meeting then Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Washington in 2022. Interestingly, reports suggest that Bilawal was initially set to accompany his father to China, but an invitation to the prayer breakfast in Washington prompted a change of plans, perhaps a telling sign of how the Zardari-Bhutto duo is strategically splitting the diplomatic efforts. Zardari will meet Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing tomorrow. A day later, Bilawal will find himself in the company of Donald Trump in Washington. Now, since Shehbaz Sharif's government came to power, direct engagements, whether through official visits or even simple phone calls, have been scarce or almost non-existent. This void raises a critical question. Can the father-son duo succeed where the Sharif government has failed, or are we witnessing Pakistan's slow fade from the corridors of global influence?